Hello and grüß Gott. This is part 6 of our Stillen Supercharger install on our 2011 Nissan Xterra. As you can see, at this point we've gotten the supercharger unit installed. On this part we're going to install the 7th fuel injector fuel line. We're going to install the throttle body, and there's also a small hose that should be connecting to the throttle body, so we'll get that done. It's not covered very clearly in the instructions, but I think I know what they mean. I think it's the hose that goes from here that it went to when the throttle body was in this position here. So I believe it's going to go back here. So we're going to have to figure that out. And so I'll tell you how it worked out when we get to that point. Right now we're going to install the throttle body. And if you look in the booklet near the last page, it'll show you the orientation of the throttle body. It comes with an O-ring, so I've already put some Krytox O-ring grease on there. I'm going to go ahead and install it, snug up the bolts, put some Loctite on them, by the way, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks. So we've run into a little impasse. We need to run a hose from here to this part of the throttle body, and it's 5/16 hose. And they gave us some 5/16 hose, but it's vapor recovery line hose. Don't really know if that's okay to use for heater hose or not, or for cooling hose. So what I'm going to do is go down to the local auto parts store and see if I can buy some bulk heater hose, 5/16, and then we'll install it from here to here. So the next thing we're going to do at this point is take off the serpentine belt. And on the idler pulley, you just simply put a ratchet into it, pull the idler pulley back, and pull the belt off. That's really all there is to it. Then we're going to take the grill off. So we'll kind of get a little further ahead. And also it calls for moving the horns, but fortunately for us, our horns are down here, not like the older models, so we don't have to move the horns on this particular model. It just shows you should go buy a brand new one of these and put a supercharger on. Yes, it does. So we'll be right back. To remove the grill now, we're going to take out these clips, and if you have the right tool, it makes short work of it, so it comes out pretty easy. So you take these clips out. There's 6 of them along the top. You have to mess with them, but they're fairly easy. And then we'll do the bottom clips. So when we get the top ones out, we'll get the bottom ones out. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now the grill is off. To get it off, like I said, you take off these 6 top fasteners. And then there's 4 along the bottom. You have to kind of reach up from underneath and pop them loose carefully. And there's 2 on the sides. So they pop loose by kind of pushing in the middle, and then they open up and the whole thing pops off. You'll have to mess with it a little bit, but it'll come off. So on the next video, what we're going to do is start modifying all this area here, which is going to be to install the intercooler, cooling core, to move this, and this is the transmission cooler, and then a few other items, and we'll cover all that on the next video. So that's it for this video. I know it's kind of short, but we wanted to cover a few key items, so thanks for watching. Tschüss.